There, this is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you today with another quick review, fresh off the truck. I'm so excited to have H-69 William in from Newage, and this Sunstreaker just looks to be really freaking awesome. Didn't beat around the bush when I went to pre-order. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Let's turn this camera around and take a look at William. And there is William in his box on the turntable, looking absolutely magnificent. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the box, the bottom of the box. Contosh LP5005, or no, it's S, goofball, 500S. Super tuning, Warrior William. Something about Richard coming up next. You got William on the side, back of the box. Looks like he's surfing on the back of Skywarp. And the other side of the box. Let's crack that box on open and see how cool this guy really is. Look at the contents inside of the box. You do get a key to Vector Sigma. Really nice. Not sure how that's going to interact with other things later. We have his standard issue. Pew Pew. Painted nicely in that gray. This really looks awesome. You do get another piece of Autobot Spike, or Autobot X Spike, and it's a little pew pew, and it's a little bit of articulation there. We'll go through more of that as we get in them all to piece together there. And you get Sunstreaker himself with the Toy Hacks label already on board. I couldn't wait and couldn't resist. And this thing is very nicely painted and detailed with the windows there. I like the way they've done that. I like the silver on the spoiler and on the engine's intakes there. There's the back end look. This side look. I can almost imagine, as Newage always does, this is more of an animation accurate version, hence the color of the windows. They'll probably do a more toy deco version later, and I do believe I saw spin out and cordon versions. No, I got those pre-ordered. I just hadn't seen the toy accurate deco, as they did a toy accurate deco of Trailbreaker. But this guy rolls really good. That's how it cleans up on the bottom. You can see I also got another Autobot symbol in there for later on in the robot mode, and just really feels great in hand. Let's get this stuff off the turntable real quick and do a couple other comparisons. There he is with Mirage, Movie Mate Hound, and definitely not Trailbreaker, all on the turntable there. And I gotta say, really awesome. Enough of vehicle comparisons, let's transform. Sidebar side note, you can follow all of these, or you can just scan right there and watch main motion take this thing and transform it. Very nice. He highlights the pieces you need to do, kind of like you see there in instructions, but it's in motion. It's a little bit easier to see. Here's William in his robot mode, looking spectacular. Like I said, Toy Hack symbol on there already. That transformation is so much fun. You deal with the back end of the car that becomes the upper body, and then the front end plus the hood becomes the head. And the way that it does, it's very different from any other Sunstreaker that I've ever transformed, and it cleans up really nicely. I think this just looks amazing, guys. With all that said and done, let's get into the articulation real quick here. You can get the looking up pose, flying pose if you so desire. He can give you some attitude. He's got all the way around due to the transformation, and his top of his head will come off. It's part of the transformation, like I said, getting it in there. I like how these back bits lock into place and become a more solid engine block for both, but that little piece right there can get in the way when you're getting that. There's just barely enough clearance to not miss that nice paint job up on the face and get that back where it needs to sit there. You can get the arms to a full Mr. T. They will go all the way around there on that joint there. They do have upper bicep, that much in the elbow. I'll get a little bit more depending on, yeah, you can get a little bit more. You get double there at the elbow. This does like to bend up a little bit. It's only a little downfall there. You get your wrist articulation, a la Newage, and their awesomeness. It doesn't come with any other extra hands, but like I almost got a gut feeling that they'll do the toy version and you'll be able to do that. Left gun arm if you want to there. or you can do rocket punch if you want to there. You do get all the way around at the waist. We're going to do it like that right now. Love how this like cleans up and everything kind of gets in there, does its thing. You do get the always impressive Newage ab crunch, and you can fold that skirt up and you can kick up that high on that ball joint. You can go back that far. You get that much in the knee. You do get a thigh, but you will probably pop it off of that ball there. So just be careful there. They got gap fillers. That is awesome. This is only a little bit of gappage there. You do get an ankle tilt, but it's the front part of the toe. As you can see, the front part of the card that way. And you can see the nice little paintwork there and the wheels, what have you. And you can bust a full Van Damme and full Mr. T with the way things are there. Really, really, really freaking cool and awesome. They really did crush this. Let's get them armed up real quick. Before we get armed up, you can also articulate those nozzles on the top of his shoulders to get those other poses as you see fit and necessary. Now let's get him armed up. He is just so massively cool and awesome as we do a little weapons pose and for some comparisons now. There he is with Optimus and Trailbreaker and Jazz and Wheeljack, Wind Charger, B, Cliff Jumper, Tailgate. And that's all I'm going to do right there. You got your smaller guys. You got your other, likewise, warriors there. I thought he was their size, but being a truck, he's a little bit bigger. I didn't know he was almost as big as Optimus. Little spin around the block there. Let you see the crew together. Let's get this Sunstreaker into some final thoughts. Thoughts on William, also known as Sunstreaker. This is just another masterpiece, Legends. Just showing you that Newage has really, really got their art down to a science here. This looks awesome. I love the way it cleans up in the back. This one looks very animation accurate, and I really, really do dig this. Everything about it is really, really cool. If I have any one bad thing to say is a little bit of the clearance issue in the transformation, and then a little bit of flop there with those right there where that joint does for the transformation. But it locks together clean in both modes, and the way that the legs do and transform and fill in the gaps for the most part, the way that the backpack cleans up, the way that car mode comes back together again, it's just really, really nice, guys. It's fun to flip them back and forth. I've changed them like 3 times already. Had them less than 24 hours. And I cannot say enough positive about this release. It's got me looking forward to the Dick version, which is Sideswipe. And, of course, the repaints that come along with this. I am all over it. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. I am kind of doing a little marathon here with this guy to get this done, to get this out. I've got to get the man cave cleaned up before next weekend when the Switch 2 releases on Wednesday at midnight. And I want to spend my time doing that with my son and have a good time there, trying to get out these other reviews as quick as possible. That's why this is so fastly done here. I highly recommend. Go to Showzstore, order it. Get those other recolors, repaints. Y'all have an excellent, safe weekend out there. We'll catch up again later. Until all